Why on earth am I uploading this video today of all days, the 28th of January 2022? It's Pokemon Legends Arceus Day today. No one's going to be on YouTube. Technically, I'm not even on YouTube right now. I'm over on Twitch as we speak, as you're watching this video, playing Pokemon Legends Arceus for all you lovely people. So, you know, once you've watched this video, go check that out. But yeah, this video is going to tank, innit? Ain't nobody going to be watching this. Unless you will, please. Our episode begins with Ash's Lapras suddenly veering off in a different direction and nearly throwing Ash and friends overboard. Listen, Lapras, I don't care what you've sensed. That's no reason to disobey or even endanger your trainer. What, did you level up all of a sudden and that's why you're being disobedient? Sort yourself out, mate. The gang soon find out what all the fuss was about as they see the herd that Lapras was separated from before Ash and friends met it. And one of them looks really pale. Mate, is this particular Lapras malnourished or something? Are the others not letting it get enough food? Listen guys, bullying will never be tolerated, even among stinky blue fish dinosaurs. We get treated to a flashback of the day Ash met Lapras. And that is when the realization sets in. Oh no. He's gonna bloody release it, isn't he? Lapras is one of the coolest Pokemon Ash has had so far, and he's absolutely gonna give it up, isn't he? Man, I hate Ash Ketchum sometimes. When the wild Lapras catch wind of Ash and co, they instantly bail. Look, I know we're about to find out that these Lapras are scared of humans because they're constantly being terrorized by pirates, but come on. Ash and friends don't look like pirates. They don't have a huge pirate ship like the pirates do, and they're literally riding on the back of one of the Lapras' relatives who looks really happy. And they're not even going to take a moment to assess the situation? Apparently Lapras, as a species, are dumb as hell. Pass it on. When Ash shouts at the Lapras herd for turning their backs on a friend, one of the Lapras turns around and fires water gun at Ash and friends. And the water hitting Lapras clearly affects it a little bit. I guess we can safely say Ash's Lapras does not have water absorb as an ability. Ash's Lapras has shell armor or hydration as its ability. Confirmed. Ish. Instead of bothering to animate the herd of Lapras swimming away, Pokemon elect to use the just use the same image and shrink it and dick around with the frame rate style of animation, if you can even call it a style. Now, I don't know who needs to hear this, but this never looks good. It looks choppy, lazy, and crap every time. When talking to Professor Oak on the video phone, Ash and friends ask what would make the Lapras so afraid of humans. Which is when Officer Jenny comes in and says it's probably these Pokemon poaching pirates. Now that's probably a sound hypothesis, Jenny. However, bit rude to interrupt though, these people are clearly having a private conversation. Just because you're wearing a police badge doesn't mean you can't also have manners. Jenny explains that this island is supposed to be a no-capture zone and that pirates have been poaching Pokemon just offshore. I mean, how far offshore are we talking? Because surely there's a point out at sea where said no-capture zone ends, right? Like when Ash and friends saw the herd of Lapras, they were pretty far out at sea. Were they in the no-capture zone then? Or does the concept of the no-capture zone extend to you can't catch a Pokemon whose home is close to this island, even if it's far away from said home? Because if that's the case, doesn't that technically mean Ash owns an illegal Lapras? Ash asks Jenny if she means pirates like Captain Hook. Jenny replies,
yes, but we call the lead pirate Captain Crook.
Oh! Did you feel that? That was pure unfiltered cringe resonating through our entire bodies in unison. Christ, Jenny, you need some new banter, love. Seriously. If you've got better banter than Jenny, hit the like button, help this video out, share the video on social media, and leave a lovely comment down below. And if you can't think of a lovely comment, leave something generic, like
Captain Crook? More like Jenny, can you shut the fuck up and get some better jokes, please?
Or just comment the name of the secret Pokemon I've hidden somewhere in the video. And if you're new here, thank you for joining us. Hit the subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you never miss an episode of Pokemon WTF Moments. We are currently at 1.75 million subscribers. I know it doesn't look like that, but if you subscribe today, maybe YouTube will add the extra 0. Also really happy about that 5. Thank you very much for all the subs. And of course, don't forget to check out my Twitch streams or you'll miss out on stuff like this.
Yo, this go hard. Mind if I screenshot? Yay!
Oh!
This is a chain of one.
Oh, so is it a chain of one?
Be chatter. Yeah, I've got no chain right now.
Oh my god, go!
Be chatter.
Go.
Oh, take it! I'll take it!
Yes!
Yeah, boy!
Hey, that's so awesome!
Hell yeah! That's never happened to me.
And just a reminder, I'm live on Twitch right now streaming Pokemon Legends Arceus, so come by once you watch the video. Now, I know this is a kid's show, but man, they really went with the old school Jolly Roger style pirate ship for the pirates. Pokemon, you know modern day pirates exist, right? You know, with proper petrol powered boats and stuff. Surely if these pirates only have an old timey sailboat, then the Lapras, being the adept swimmers they are, could just, I don't know, outspeed them? Ash tells Jenny this is the exact kind of scheme Team Rocket would come up with, and Jenny responds,
So tell me what you know about this Team Rocket trio.
hang on. Trio? Ash didn't mention how many members of Team Rocket he was talking about, Jenny. Did you just let slip you know more about Jessie, James, and Meowth than you're letting on, Jenny? Is this Officer Jenny in cahoots with Team Rocket? Rogue Jenny confirmed? Oh look, Team Rocket were in the next room all along! Sounds like this Officer Jenny's been harboring fugitives this whole time. And to think she played dumb to Ash like that, lying to a 10-year-old's face. That's not very protagonisty. Good thing she's not the protagonist, I guess. Team Rocket explained that the pirates blew up their Magikarp submarine. They then introduce an incredibly short flashback that simply shows the pirates blowing up the submarine. You know, the exact thing they just told us had happened. Mate, I don't think that's how flashbacks are supposed to work. They're supposed to elaborate at least a little bit on what you've said and kind of show us the things that we otherwise wouldn't be able to picture. All you've done here is say pirates blew up our sub and shown a quick clip of pirates blowing up your sub. I don't know about you, but it feels a lot like runtime filler to me. Jenny suggests Team Rocket come to the police station to give her more details and says she'll check out their files while they're there. Mate, this Jenny is more corrupt than I thought. She's been caught being in cahoots with Team Rocket, and now that she feels like she's been found out, she's pulled a full 180 into screwing Team Rocket over. There really are no limits as to who this corrupt cop will betray. Ash and friends need to watch out. After Team Rocket sprint away, we get this direct quote from Ash.
I hope they just keep going.
Oh, let's hope Team Rocket are run into a Pokemon. They'll need some burn heal after that. The pale Lapras seemingly wants to reunite with Ash's Lapras, but the lead Lapras of the herd won't allow it. Honestly, pale Lapras deserves better treatment. It seems like the rest of the herd just have no respect for it. It should start its own herd with Blackjack and hookers, or just some other Lapras. That could work too, I suppose. Now, I'm really not sure what accent the pirate captain is supposed to have. Like, not to be rude, but I do feel like the voice actor was definitely having a tough time with this one. There are times where he sounds Italian, sometimes he sounds Irish, at other times, who the hell even knows? I'm just saying, pick an accent and stick to it, mate. The pirates send out a bunch of Tentacruel and command them to use Poison Sting on the Lapras. The thing I don't get is, why does only one of the Lapras ever try and stop the attacks? Like, I get that this is probably the leader of the herd and the other Lapras might be a bit scared, but I'm just saying, they do away with the Tentacruel so quickly if they all just work together instead of just expecting this guy to do all the work. I love how Ash only notices the Lapras straight ahead first, when the giant fuck-off pirate ship is right behind the Lapras, and clearly would have been visible from way further away. Ash, mate, you need to get yourself round to Specky's, lad. Ooh, did I go a bit too British with that reference? I'll be fine. Direct quote from Dexter. Tentacruel, the jellyfish Pokemon. Its potent poison stingers can quickly paralyze its victims. I hate to break it to you, Dexter, but Tentacruel's poison stingers don't paralyze anyone. They poison them. That's why they're called poison stingers. Use your noodle. Wait, does Dexter even have a noodle? Fuck it, he does now. Use your noodle. Twat. Direct quote from Tracy. I think I'd better get Officer Jenny out here. Oh, come off it, mate. Don't grass him up. No one likes a snitch. Tracy sends out his Marill to help him quickly swim to shore, supposedly to go and inform the authorities. Tracy. Mate, just say you're a pussy bitch and don't want to fight the pirates. You think we don't already know? Now, I know the Who's That Pokemon for this episode was Electrode, but I wouldn't blame you if you thought it was Pheromosa. And I also wouldn't blame you for thinking it's a good time to talk about G Fuel! It's that wonderful time again where Code ACE is boosted to 30%, so if you use Code ACE, you can get 30% off your G Fuel order instead of the usual 10%. Whether you're stocking up on flavors you love, picking up some new flavors, or maybe trying G Fuel for the first time, getting yourself a nice starter pack, trying the wonderful energy formula with barely any calories and zero sugar, Code ACE has got you sorted with 30% off. Today I'm drinking the wonderful Orange Vibe, which is orange creamsicle, so it has a lovely orange flavor to start off with, and then just a little bit of vanilla in the back to give it a nice little creamy kick. It's wonderful. Everybody should try it. It's going to be amazing in summer. Oh, that is so bloody refreshing. Go get yourself some Orange Vibe, get yourself some Wumpa Fruit, get yourself some Nemesis tea, get whatever flavor you want. Just make sure you use code ACE when you do to get 30% off your order. And there's less than 1,000 of these Gary 2 shakers, the official shaker of our channel, left, so go pick up a Gary 2 while they last. Remember though, G Fuel is for over 18s only because children don't need caffeine. They're annoying enough as it is, and because it contains caffeine, drink it responsibly. Don't be a dickhead. James uses his superhuman reflexes to dodge Jessie's hair just in time for her to twat Meowth with it. Sure, we've seen him do this before, but it's still impressive. James is a Jedi. Confirmed. Jessie says she'd like to see the twerps get stung by Tentacruel, and then we get this direct quote from James. They'd be paralyzed and powerless. Mate, we've been through this. They wouldn't be paralyzed. They'd be poisoned. I've even gone and checked to see if Tentacruel can even learn any move that is capable of inflicting paralysis, and guess what? It can't. Ash gets Pikachu to use Thunderbolt on all the Tentacruel. The Tentacruel, who are all in water. The Tentacruel who are in water and are surrounding the Wild Lapras. And surprise, surprise, the Wild Lapras all get shocked too. And so does Ash's Lapras. And so does Misty. And so does Ash himself. Great job, Ash. Hell of a rescue there, mate. Ash is a numpty. Pass it on. Jessie hits James and Meowth so hard, anal beads start growing from their heads. I've always wondered where they came from. The more you know. Direct quote from the pirate first mate.
Aye, aye. We'll send them all right down to Davy Jones' locker room.
Oh, we get it. You're pirates. Misty throws 1, 2, 3, 4 Pokeballs and says,
Poliwag, Goldeen, Staryu, I choose you.
Dude, why even throw Psyduck's Pokeball if you're not going to use it? That's just mean. Don't mess with Psyduck's emotions like that. That's not very protagonisty. Ash sends out Squirtle and tells it to do whatever Misty says. And Misty then tells the 4 Pokemon to use Water Gun on the pirate ship in order to damage it. Mate, if you want to damage the ship so bad, why not have Squirtle use Hydro Pump? You know, because it does know it, and you guys always seem to forget about it until the very last minute. I thought Ash and Misty were meant to be 10 years old. How can you be 10 years old and not constantly spamming your Pokemon's strongest attacks? It just doesn't add up. Direct quote from the captain.
Hey, don't you attack my ship!
Bit late now, mate. They have done. Seriously, there's like 8 holes in it at this point. You probably should have said something sooner. Also, just in case you were thinking I hadn't noticed, it's my boy! When the first mate tells the captain they're out of cannonballs, the captain grabs the first mate and says they'll use a scuzzball instead. A scuzzball? I've always preferred Kerrang balls.
Well, actually, Liam, I think that reference might have been a little too specific to mid-2000s British music television channels for the wider audience to get.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me today, but I can't seem to come up with a reference that isn't stupidly over-specific. Oh well, you're still here, aren't you? You are still here, aren't you? Ash tries to get the Tentacruel's attention by slapping his arse at them. Ash, mate, they're Tentacruel, not pedophiles. When the lead Tentacruel swims away from them, Ash gets Lapras to use Water Gun on it. The Tentacruel then turns around and angrily waves its tentacles at them as if to say,
Listen, mate, I don't care, I'm just not into kids, alright?
These are my tentacles, apparently. 10 out of 10 would pantomime again. Before they have time to react, Team Rocket find themselves between Ash's Lapras and the pursuing Tentacruel. And somehow the lead Tentacruel colliding with their sub's periscope causes their sub to fly up into the air, causing their signature blast off. But how? Like, I've been racking my brain trying to figure out the physics of this, and I just can't. I guess we just have to chalk it up to anime physics. Okay, firstly, where did the entire rest of this crew come from? For this whole episode, we've only ever seen literally 2 pirates, and then 15 minutes into the episode, Pokemon really went,
And here's the rest of them.
and secondly, how the hell did Misty overpower and then tie up like 7 or so actual pirates? What's her secret? Is Misty like super hench or something? Oh wait, I know exactly what happened. It was my boy! Clearly, Poliwag took down all these pirates and tied them up whilst Misty just watched on in awe. He doesn't even have arms and he managed to do this single-handedly. Don't act like you're not impressed. The captain tells all the Tentacruel to use Supersonic, and man, this scene drags on for ages. Like, we get it, they're all making supersonic sounds and that's hurting the ears of Ash, Pikachu and Lapras, but you don't need to spend an entire half a minute showing us. We get it. I'm just saying, Pokemon, sometimes you make it a little too obvious that you've written a duff episode and desperately need to pad out the runtime. Oh look, all the other Lapras have turned up to help and have used Ice Beam to freeze all the Tentacruel. What an incredibly shocking resolution to all this peril that absolutely none of us at all could see coming. Was my sarcasm coming through clearly there? Because everybody saw this coming, right? Also, how unlucky can these Tentacruel be? Ice Beam has a 10% chance to freeze. So what are the odds of all 8 Lapras freezing one of the Tentacruel on their first Ice Beam? Someone in the comments, work out the probability, I dare you. Direct quote from Ash.
You came.
Phrasing?
Another direct quote from Ash.
You sure do have a nice mom.
Hey, phrasing!
Mate, Misty's an idiot. For the entire season, she's banged on about how beautiful she thinks Tentacruel are and how badly she wants one. So why didn't she see if one of these Tentacruel wanted to come along with her? Like, I know this is supposed to be a no-catch zone, but I'm pretty sure Officer Jenny would have looked the other way, especially with how you helped take down the pirates. And given that she's corrupt, as we found out earlier. Mate, since when was Lapras's tongue this long?
Like a fucking sausage.
Direct quote from Ash.
Don't you think I'm wet enough already?
No, I'm not doing a third phrasing joke in one video. Not today, anyway. In the next scene, we get possibly the worst flashback montage for a Pokemon being released we've had so far. It's literally, here's Lapras in that one match. Here's Lapras that one time we used it in a gym. Here's Lapras eating seaweed. Here's a close-up of Ash's face where you can barely tell he's even riding Lapras. And here's a clip from the day they met. End. Like, Jesus, Pokemon, was it even worth it? Not to mention, this is the second Lapras flashback of the episode. Could you not have combined them? After Lapras helps Ash back onto the boat, Ash simply says,
You're a real friend. See ya.
And gives Lapras a crisp thumbs up. Wow, mate, say it like you mean it. It's only been your transport and effectively your bed for the last like 20 weeks. At least sound like you're gonna miss it. And so Ash continues his trend of only releasing his best Pokemon, Butterfree, Primeape, Pidgeot, and now Lapras. Still got that crappy Bulbasaur though, ain't you? As the episode ends, Ash's former Lapras leaps out of the water about 20 feet into the air. Wait, since when could Lapras do that? I guess it doesn't matter because Lapras is leaving anyway, but look on the bright side though. I guess this explains how a Lapras can use Body Slam at least. So those are my WTF moments of Pokemon Season 2, Episode 33, Viva Las Lapras. Let me know your favorites and any that I missed down in the comments below. Don't forget to use code ACE to save 30% on G Fuel this weekend and head to twitch.tv/AceTrainer right now to join my Pokemon Legends Arceus stream. But until next time, I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Keep on training.